So this is going to be part two of the episode I made yesterday because I feel as though I explained somatotypes well enough for you to understand them, but the optimal training that I was talking about, I don't really think anybody got, and I don't think I would have got it if I rewatched the video. So this is going to be explaining what I meant when I said optimizing your training based on your somatotype. And for the sake of argument, we're just going to say that you want to be a bodybuilder because that's kind of what I do and it's what I have the most experience in besides mixed martial arts. So if you want to be a bodybuilder and you have a somatotype of an ectomorph, then usually I couldn't give you a number. I'd probably say 9 times out of 10 you're going to have the type 1 muscle fibers, which are slow twitch, which means you need to do high intensity, or not high intensity, but high volume. You need to do workouts for a long period of time, such as running a marathon. You'd be running for a very long time. Your muscles store energy better than other people, but you're not as explosive, but you can draw out energy better than most people. So normally you'd want to train with lightweight and very high reps, and usually keep your rest periods pretty low. Intensity kind of adds and it optimizes your training a little bit better, so you're able to burn that energy faster, so your workouts don't end up being 6 hours long. And if you're a mesomorph, you can kind of train however you really want, because you kind of you can fluctuate in between any somatotype that you, since you're right in the dead center really. But usually I'd say just stick to the 6 to 12 rep zone of like 75% of your max and around there. And if you're an endomorph, the big bodies, then you're going for strength. And if you want to be a bodybuilder, going for strength is still going to build a lot of muscle for you. And obviously you'll be able to push a lot of weight, which would be nice because that's really what we all go for in the gym, let's be honest. So training for strength, but also the way you have to switch in between workouts, because you can't just do the same workout multiple times for long periods of time. Like, I'll talk about a deload week, and I would say, depending on how you train, every 3-4 months I do a deload, which is where you go to the gym but you only do like half the intensity or half the volume or half the reps that you normally do. So it gives your body like an extra week just to completely 100% recover. And then when you get back in the gym and you do your normal workout, you'll actually get a lot more better results. It kind of is like a reset button on your training, but not nearly as much as you taking like just a shit ton of time off, like a year or something. But back to being an endomorph and training with high weight and low reps, you also want to, like, maybe every month do like 1 week where you do just a hypertrophy training with 6 to 12, or maybe even doing some more cardio based, so it provides you enough energy. Like, you optimize your muscles to produce energy the way an ectomorph would. You won't be able to do it as well as them because they were born to do that way, but you can optimize your muscle to do that. And that's what I'm trying to get at, is that you can train your muscle to do certain things better. Just like you can, even if you're a big body, you can train your aerobic capacity to be able to run a 1 mile, 2 mile, 3, whatever, in a marathon if you wanted to. But you just weren't born to do that, but you can still train to go and do that. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to optimize your training for what you want to do. So if you're a mesomorph, you want to be a power lifter, then train like a power lifter. And if you want to be a marathon runner, run marathons. And I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. But when you're in the gym and you're lifting for your sport, or maybe you just lift to lift, optimizing your training to get the best gains possible, I feel like is very important. It'd be nice to know, especially when you're a beginner, which is who I'm really trying to reach, is people just getting into the gym, so they can get into the gym and not feel intimidated because they don't really know what they're doing or how to do certain things. So I feel like it would just be nice to know and kind of get a jump on your training, because most beginners, they have, myself included, we had no idea what we were doing. We just went in the gym and we did bench press every single day and some bicep curls. And that's all we did. And we did the bro split. We did chest day, arm day, leg day, back day, whatever. And we just repeated that over and over. And that's not very optimized for what you want. for anything, be it strength, muscle, or endurance training. So yeah, this video is just to get you a jump on your training, and this is what this whole series is going to be about. I don't know if I made that very clear. I want to reach beginners, and I want them to start hitting the gym and knowing what they're doing, and they can kind of follow what I'm doing. And I'll be able to explain things you shouldn't do, maybe things you should try, because I can't exactly tell you what you need to do yourself. You kind of have to test it, but it will be nice to just know, like, I should try this. If it doesn't work, I'll try this, and then this, and this, and this, and then figure out how to optimize your training for yourself and your genetics and how you want to train and the goals you have. But that's all I got for part 2. I feel like I explained that a little bit better than the previous video, so that's good. If you still have any questions, leave them in the comments. DM me on Insta, you know the whole thing. Sub, like, hit the bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.